Hello and thanks for watching my video. Today I'm riding the Zero SRF. I've been riding for 39 years on everything from 50cc singles to 6-cylinder liter bikes. 2 strokes, 4 strokes, ridden them all. This is my first time riding an electric motorcycle. Unlike many electric bikes, Zeros look like proper motorcycles, which for me is a necessity. I've seen many that look like bugs. I particularly like this red finish with gold accents. The key concerns with electric bikes are range, charging times, and weight. The SRF weighs 500 pounds, which is too much for me. Claimed city range is 156 miles or 95 on the highway at 55 miles per hour. At 70, this drops to 77 miles. Range and weight can be increased with several premium options. It takes 4 hours to charge to 100%, but fast charging options can reduce this to as little as 1.4 hours. The SRF has a passively air-cooled internal magnet AC motor with a clutchless direct drive transmission producing a claimed 110 brake horsepower and a monstrous 140 foot-pounds of instant torque. Final drive is a carbon belt and top speed is a claimed 124 miles per hour. The absence of a clutch and shift levers is a little disconcerting. The standard SRF has a 14.4 kilowatt battery with a 15.6 kilowatt battery available in the premium package. The SRF rides on fully adjustable 43mm Showa forks at the front and a single rear Showa shock absorber. Despite the weight, I'm not noticing any brake dive and the suspension is very controlled. The SRF is stopped by two J. Juan 320mm disc brakes up front with radially mounted 4-piston calipers and a 240mm rear disc. The brakes have Bosch Advanced MSC, but I've no idea what that means. I can say that the brakes are excellent. You can really feel them biting as you apply pressure, unlike the brakes on my MT-07. The SRF rolls on 17-inch wheels and comes with Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tires, a 120 on the front and a 180 on the rear. Now, given the torque and power figures, I expected the SRF to be a terrifying, tire-shredding beast like an MT-09 on acid. But actually, it is the smoothest and most well-mannered bike I've ever ridden. Aside from the wind roar, it's eerily quiet, and most of the usual motorcycling sensations are absent. There's no engine noise and no diving or lurching because there are no gears to shift through. You twist the throttle and it glides forward. It picks up speed imperceptibly, which is a concern if you want to keep your license. You do feel every ounce of this bike's 500 pounds when you're sitting at a stoplight or you're going through low-speed corners. And it is not particularly agile or nimble. I've ridden the Yamaha MT-09 and the SRF is broadly comparable in terms of style, horsepower and dimensions. But the 75-pound weight difference puts it in a different class. While the MT is a manic beast, the Zero feels like a sedate sport tour. It doesn't flick through the corners. I don't think, if I had the opportunity to ride it through a fast set of twisties, I don't think it would transition between them particularly quickly. But it is incredibly stable and it goes precisely where you point it, as if it's on rails. It does feel like a freight train in that sense. Bumps and ruts do not upset the suspension or send the bike off track. Now, I guess the question is, would I buy this bike? Now, I've been waiting for a long time for the electric revolution to take hold. I do consider myself an environmentalist. As much as I love the internal combustion engine, I do think it's essential as a parent to leave a planet for my child and a breathable environment. So I'm not completely sold yet. I've seen some pretty impressive electric superbikes, but as far as a practical all-round machine similar to my MT-07 or even my daughter's R3, something which you can use to commute to work with every day. You can also do the Duffy Lake Loop on the weekend, which is about a 9-hour ride, or you can take touring. I've yet to see an electric bike that can pretty much do all of those things. And at the same time, I really prefer lightweight, agile, maneuverable motorcycles. To me, those features are more important than overall horsepower. I don't need 200 horsepower. I started out riding when I was young on lightweight two-strokes. Most of them weighed less than 300 pounds, and so I like bikes that are nimble, that are agile. 500 pounds for me is just too damn much. My MT-07 is really pushing the limits of weight. If I could get below 400 pounds, that would be great. So that would be the first thing they could do for these bikes to improve them and get me to purchase. Get that weight well below 500 pounds, ideally below 400 pounds. And then the other problem, of course, is the range. I'll stop here with the SRF, but before I go, I'll let you know that Zero now offers a fully faired SRS variant, which appears to be identical aside from the fairing. Personally, I find the SRS less visually appealing due to its bland lines. Zero should take some styling cues from MV Agusta or Ducati and make a stunner to match the 20,000 plus price tag. Well, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it, and I hope you'll tune in for future videos that I'll be uploading.